What's good, Blazes and Pimps, Monster Honeys and Monster Hunters? It's your boy Dak908, aka the Dig Dug himself, and we are going to be fighting the Pink Rathian today. Now, we all know what the Rathian is, we all know who the Rathian is, we already know what the Rathian is about. Now, the Pink Rathian, which was a variant that was, released in the third generation when, the third generation was going through its series of upgrade, aka third and 3 Ultimate. Anyway, all that dumb stuff aside that has nothing to do with anything at all, anything at all, means that the Rathian now has a subclass, Pink. I was just thinking to myself the other day, how many monsters actually have 3 subclasses? Well, a total of 3 classes. And I just remember the Rathian and the Rathalos, they all have 3 classes. They have Pink, and actually, I take that back. I don't think the Pink Rathian was in the 3rd generation. I think Pink was probably like 2nd generation. Regardless, don't really know, don't really care. All I know is, hold on, move the microphone. It was all over my face. All I know is that the Pink Rathian is back again, once more. And yeah, this Pink Rathian, Gold Rathian, then you have Rathalos. This is Rathalos and Silver Rathalos. Pretty sure one day it's gonna be like Platinum Rathalos or like Black Rathalos or something stupid. I don't know. Regardless, anyway, Pink Rathian is back again. If you fought the Rathian before, I won't 100% say go in here with the same exact tactics. Pink Rathian is a little different. Even though the Pink, I kid you not, the Rathian is, in my opinion, guys, in my wholehearted, honest opinion, the Rathian is the monster of Monster Hunter. Okay, it has literally everything a Monster Hunter would do. Okay, it flies because it's a Wyvern. Wyverns fly. It shoots fire because people think Wyvern's a dragon, so heck, it has to shoot fire. It has a status element, poison. I mean, it's the most. I can say it's the most, and it's the more common status element. And it roars because monsters supposed to roar. Big loud roars, reel you back. Has decent armor. It's just it's the face. People say, what about the Rathalos? Well, I don't know, man. The Rathalos, he's cool too. He has all that, but the man stays there too damn long. God damn, shit. I know he's literally the face of Monster Hunter because he looks the most like a dragon, I suppose. But man, I need to come see what the ground is like a little bit. I mean, that's why I like the Rathian a little bit more. That's why I say the Rathian is a little bit better in this situation. But anyway, let's actually go back to what we're here to talk about. Let's talk about the Rathian, its weaknesses, its strengths, its all the good stuff. Anyway, now the Rathian, like I said, is the same monster it's been since the very jump. Pink Rathian is much like the normal Rathian, but has a few different quirks to it. Its tail whip, it still does the old Rathian tail whip, which is just the vertical tail whip, but also has its own extremely unique, weird, flippy tail whip thing. And to this day, I'm not even sure exactly how to dodge it. All I know is that if it's facing you and you're facing, if you're looking at each other from like across the way, and it's gonna do its tail whip, dodge to the right, don't dodge to the left, because the tail whips out to the left to get people who try to dodge it from going try to dodge it by running away. Now, quote me if I'm wrong, because I probably am. It does not actually tail whip to the right. I think it only tail whips to the left. But if it tail whips to both left and right, then I guess it's just a 50-50 chance. You know what I mean? 50-50, you're gonna get screwed. If not, hey, you win. Okay, so you have that 50-50. It has another attack where it would like run up to you and then it would stop. Normally, it would run up to you, kind of stop, and then do this weird little biting thing. Pink Rathian has this ability where if it goes to do that, it actually shoots out like a wave of fire. You know what I mean? So the wave of fire is gonna get you if you just trip. And so watch out for that. If it's gonna do that, you want to dodge out the way because there's a huge wave of fire is gonna come and get you. It's annoying. Sometimes I forget that the monster has it, which I did earlier in this fight. Has that move, has the flippity flip flop. I think that's about it. There's probably a few minor things, like some behavioral differences. Like I think I noticed that it doesn't opt to do the big fireball, like it'll take 2 steps back and shoot this big area fireball. I don't think it does it that often, but whatever. Anyway, guys, the Rathian, we know its new moves now. I told you what the new moves is. Let me tell you about his weaknesses. His weaknesses are the exact same as the Rathian previous to it. So if you go in here with some Thunder or some Dragon, you're gonna do fine. You can do A-O-Kize. I mean, I came here with nothing. This blade here was from the Monoblos, and I only made it because I was like, damn, it looks cool. And I told myself, damn, it's like a waste of Monoblos parts, and that means I have to fight the Monoblos again, even though the Monoblos, like I said in the previous video, was an offline only for high rank. I'm gonna say for high rank. I don't know about G rank, but it's offline only for high rank. And I had to grind him out, just like Sergio. I fought Sergio's or Sergeios or whatever. I fought this man like 5 times, and I can only make 2 pieces of armor. I need carvers. Like, I need a total of 10 carvers and I only have 4. Crikey, I might start capturing monsters or whatever. But anyway, I go in here with his with the Monoblos' greatsword because it just looks cool. You know what I mean? It has a really high attack, and with his armor giving me an extra large attack, I have over 1,000 attack. So I'm like, heck yeah, man, I'll take that. I'll beat him to death with this damn blunt ass stick. And sure, it only has green sharpness. Why? Because I don't know. Normally when in this game, to balance things out, if you have an extremely high attack for absolutely no reason, they normally don't give you an element, or they only give you a little bit of an element. Oh wait, it does do that fireball thing. There it is. I'm surprised I didn't die from it. Anyway, they normally don't give you an element, or they give you a little bit of an element. Or if they give you element and it's a decent element, and you still have really high attack, they give you terrible affinity. That's the way of balancing stuff out. Now, all that being said, this one falls into the category of I think at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I don't mean literally at the end of the day. I mean at the end of this weapon. When you max this weapon all the way out. Guys, write this down. I'm going to say the end of the day a lot from here on out, and that's what I'm talking about. The end of the day translates to the very end upgrade of this weapon. So, okay, let's practice. Let's practice. At the end of the day, okay, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, at the end of the day, this weapon, it has really high attack. It has I think like -5 affinity or something like that. Something very manageable. It goes to, I think, white sharpness, which is very commendable for its efforts, but it has no element. So all in all, it's a pretty high attack weapon for no element at the end of the day. But I'm going to here, you know, raw dogging it because I kind of like doing this to Rathian, because the Rathian isn't a challenge to me anymore, you know? It's not really a challenge. So I just kind of go in here. I'll go in here with a blunt stick and just peck at the Rathian's toenails for like a whole hour and a half, and I wouldn't even care. Actually, out for 50 minutes, you know, whatever. But because I have the Rathian down pat, I mean, because the Rathian is the monster that everyone, even newcomers, if you're new to Monster Hunter, listening to this video right here, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to fight the Rathian to a standstill, okay? And then I want you to sit back and think to yourself, okay, I fought this Rathian all the way to a standstill. By standstill, I mean you know what it got, it knows what you got. So what do you got to do now? You gotta freaking kill it, man. You gotta know that you have what you know. You have to know that you know that it knows that you know what all it has. So what you do with this newfound information, you just completely start decimating this monster. I say everyone who's new to Monster Hunter should fight the hell out of a Rathian and a Rathalos. It should be your most fought monsters, because once you fight these two guys like to death, there's not a single flying wyvern you don't already know how to fight. Okay, when I first fought the Sergeios, I'm calling him Sergio. When I first fought Sergio, I was like, this man was gonna eat the Rathian. I was like, oh my god. If you've seen the cutscene for it, I was like, yo, what the hell? But after I fought him, I'm like, man, 15-minute fight. You know, in 15-minute fight for me is right when I like that's a I know you fight. The reason why this one was like 19 minutes because well, see, there it is. I went to the left and he got me. But the reason why this one's a lot longer is because, man, I was coming here with like 0 sharpness, kind of. It was green sharpness, no element. I'm just kind of like, I'm playing around a whole lot, I guess you could say. And yeah. Anyway, if you could fight a monster in 15 minutes, especially for me, if I could fight a monster in 15 minutes, if it's like a wyvern, you know what I mean, a real wyvern, and I got you in 15 minutes, that means I got you. That means that's it. That's it for you. Curtains, okay? Curtains. The first Sergio fight, I think, is about 20 minutes, due in part to, you know, cutscenes and things like that. The actual time they tell you in there, I'm not exactly sure what it is. But I'm going to say it's probably around like 16, about 17, maybe 18 minutes, okay? Since enough perfected to where it's about 15 minutes, 16 minutes. I mean, I just fought it with the gun lance and it took only 16 minutes. Because the entire time I was fighting it with the greatsword, the Kezu greatsword, and having a lot of fun with it. I mean, that's probably my favorite greatsword in this game, but I digress. Going back to what we were talking about. If you can fight a monster, any monster, to the point where you know what it's about, especially if it's an iconic monster within its own category, like the Rathian and the Rathalos. They're Wyverns, okay? Wyverns are monsters with, they have no arms. They have 2 legs, and what would have been their arms is now their wings, okay? Now, I'm not talking about monsters who have arms and wings. Those are pseudo-Wyverns. It's totally different, like Tigrex and Narakuga and Barioth. Like monsters like Monoblos, Diablos, Rathian, Rathalos, Sergio, what's like this, Gravios, Black Gravios, Kezu, monsters who have like 2 feet, no hands, wings, and stand up like this. If you fight a Rathian or whatever, see where you know everything is about, fight a Rathalos to where you know everything is about, there's not another monster for the most part in its category that you already don't know how to fight. That's what I'm saying. Monsters like Brute Wyverns and things like that, like guys like Devil Joe and Urigan, they kind of differ a little bit, because Barioth was different from Urigan. Urigan was different from Devil Joe. Devil Joe is different from everybody, you know, so you kind of take that with a grain of salt in a sense. But with these Wyverns, it's kind of the same thing, okay? So what I'm saying, fight you a Rathian until you know it's all its secrets. If this Rathian's name is Victoria, it has no secrets. You know them, okay? Alright, you know them. That's what I'm going to say about that. Now, let's actually talk about, like, something else. I talked about, like, fighting a Rathian or a monster to, you know, all its secrets, like, the past, like, 15 minutes. Not really, but that's what it felt like. I'm running out of stuff to talk about here, but I actually have a lot of energy in me, so I'm thinking I can probably BS the rest of this commentary, because I think I gave you guys all I could give you in terms of, like, help. You know what I mean? Actually, when it came to help, what did I give you? I told you the Rathian fights a little like the pink Rathian fights a little like the Rathian, but it has a few different move changes. Its weaknesses are the same. So if you go in here with electric, that's weird. If you go in there with thunder or electricity, electric's a weird word by itself. I like saying electricity. If you go in there with like thunder, electricity, sparks, lightning bolts, Benjamin Franklin and his damn key and a kite, you should be able to do okay with this thing. Dragon weapons you should all have. If you have not fought the Gormagala and made dragon weapons from it, you need help, because that is free stuff. That is real good dragon weapons, because at the end of the day, those weapons are probably going to be the best pound for pound on the dragon stack. Okay, so look to them bad boys, because back in the day, you need an Alatron was the pound for pound best in the dragon business, but I think this time it's going to be Gormagala. Granted, the Alatron weapons are like extremely OP, so we'll see. Gormagala weapons that have a plus affinity though, so plus affinity is always nice. And if you have something like Critical Eye 3, you can top up with like 50% affinity on your weapon, so that's insane. Anyway, go in here with some dragon or some electricity and you should be okay. You don't really need a lance. Every weapon works fine with this monster, you know what I mean? You can use any weapon you want to and you'll be okay. Great swords, I went here with great swords because due to the really large attack power, I want to say that the great swords, even though that they got this quote-unquote buff that I like to say, where they get the you know, how it's able to charge out of different attacks, I want to say that the only true strength is in the charged attacks. Everything else is like extremely weak, because I can fight a monster with a lance and a great sword and I'll kill them in like the same time. So I don't know. So you can go here with anything you want. Charge blade, sword and shield, gun, lance, bow, it's all like, it all works on Rathian and Rathalos for some reason. It's the most perfect monster for this game. I'd hate to say it. It is like the most perfect monster for this game. Most monsters you have to kind of say, yo, you want to go in here with this, because you go in here with this will happen, and it's not going to be looking good because you have that, and blah blah blah, this, that, and the other, a whole bunch of side effects for this, a whole bunch of side effects for that. Not with this one. You can go in here whatever you want to and you'll be okay. Insect glaive, that's fine too, because, you know, whatever. You know, this Rathian right here was really elusive. It get on my tits, because this damn Rathian ran away like 3 times when it could have just sat still and died in one area, but no. It leaves again. I thought I was gonna get it right here. No! Damn it, you don't know how pissed off I was right there. That really pissed me off. I just wanted it to like reel. If it had reeled, it'd save me some time. If it like fell, oh man, I'd have probably got 2 charges off. Not really. I'd have went for the wide swing charge to get the 2 charges off, so to speak. Anyway, guys, as we draw this into a close, I think we're encroaching on the last 2 minutes of this here video. Shoot, I went over everything I wanted to go over today. Look for the Sergio's video. Either, like, I'm talking in the future now. Either look for the Sergio's video today or tomorrow. I say today because, man, and then Sepidrone brings the old dumbass in here. Stupid freaking monster. I just realized why this part was stupid. This was because he just brought his dumbass in here. He didn't even leave. He stays here too. It's the most annoying thing in the world. I hate that monster. I have to fight him again. I do, but I don't want to fight him, but I have to fight him. Anyway, guys, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, either expect the Sergio's monster tonight, today, or tomorrow. Today, being like daylight with the sun is out and shining, I can like toss up the video again before I go to work. That's a possibility. Tonight, after work, tomorrow. I want to get it done for you guys today because this is currently the last monster I'm working on right now, so that way you guys can be totally up to date with all the monsters I'm fighting. Because I have to fight Black Gravios next, and then there's another monster, Red Kezu. I have to give you guys Red Kezu as well. Let the record show that when I was fighting Red Kezu, that I was still wearing this armor right here, Red Kezu. Because there isn't a Red Kezu fight standalone offline, I went online to fight the Red Kezu. And I might just rip that video for you guys as well. It's from my Twitch stream, but I should be able to give it to you guys. I'm wearing this armor, and since I was just doing stuff online because I was streaming, I did make Sergio's armor, so I am also fighting the Red Kezu in this Monoblos armor again. So you're going to see much of this Monoblos armor until I finish fighting the Sergio, and then move over to, you know, his armor and then his weapons and all that good stuff. But anyway, guys, it's been your boy Dak908, aka the Dig Dug himself. I will see you guys extra real soon, like maybe in the next video. Obviously in the next video, but that video might come to you guys today as well, depending on like how I feel. Might, you know, give me a little something to drink, you know, get something to eat, do a little couple stuff, come back to you guys in about an hour, and then do the commentary and give it to you guys. Who knows? I don't know. It's been your boy Dak908, aka the Dig Dug himself. Ain't nothing really going on here, so I'm gonna let it fade out because you can stop watching the video now because the monster is dead. Or if you want to see my rewards, by all means, go ahead and do so. Then again, let me shout out to my Twitch real quick. We're doing the El Grande over there. You know, we streaming and whatnot. People doing, you know, your boys some good stuff, showing your boys some love. People have actually donated me money over there for a gaming chair, which I don't know, if you want to be part of the party with the gaming chair setup, I guess you can go check out my Twitch/TV. Well, yeah, twitch.tv/Dak908. Not gonna put the link in the description because you should know. If you don't know, it don't really mean much to me if you don't know. But if you want to know, let me know and I'll just give you the direct link. I'm not gonna post it in the Twitch chat. What was that, 15 minutes? Hell yeah. Fucking Rathian, you ain't worth shit. I know what I'm doing, son of a bitch.